Moving to our next question, question number 7, that is, which of the following is the best approximation to which of the following is the best approximation to 2 cube minus 1 into 3 cube minus 1 into 4 cube minus 1 dash 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 up to 1000 cube minus 1 whole upon 2 cube plus 1, 3 cube plus 1, 4 cube plus 1 dash 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 up to 1000 cube plus 1. And the options are: first 3 by 5, second 33 by 50, third 333 upon 500, and the fourth is 3333 upon 5000. To solve the above question, we should note that x cube minus 1 is equal to x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1, and also x cube plus 1 is equal to x plus 1 into x square minus x plus 1, and x square plus x plus 1 is equal to x plus 1 whole square minus x plus 1 plus 1. So the given expression can be represented as 2 minus 1, 3 minus 1, 4 minus 1 up to 1000 minus 1 into 2 square plus 2 plus 1, 3 square plus 3 plus 1, 4 square plus 4 plus 1. Many of the terms will be cancelled out by the denominators, that is 2 plus 1, 2 square plus 1 minus 2, then 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1 up to 1000 plus 1 into 1000 square minus 1000 plus 1. After cancellation, the given expression would be like this: 1 upon 3 into 2 upon 4 into 3 upon 5 into dash 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 999 upon 1001 into 1000 square plus 1000 plus 1 whole upon 2 square minus 2 plus 1. That may be given as we can see that 3 will be cancelled out by 3, 4 will be cancelled out by 4, and 5 will be cancelled out by 5, and so all the terms will be cancelled out except 1 into 2 and 1000 into 1001. So finally we would have 2 upon 3, or you may say 2 into 1, 9, 6 times 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1000 plus 1 whole upon 1000 into 1001 into 3. That may be given as 2 upon 3 into 1001001 whole upon 100100. That may be given as 333 667 whole upon 500500 is equal to 0.666001332. That will be nearly equal to 0.666. The best approximation is 333 upon 500, that is nearly equal to 0.666. Now moving to our next question, question number 8, that is given to us as 3 people each think of a number which is the product numbers. Product numbers means they are product of any two numbers, that means they are composite numbers. Now we have to prove that every element of C is divisible by 3. To solve the above question, as we can see that the product of three numbers, as we have given that the product of three numbers should be a composite number, which can be expressed as product of six primes, product of six primes. The primes need not to be distinct, but at least two of the primes are distinct. As 120, the prime factors of 120 may be given as 2 cube into 3 raised to power 1 into 5 raised to power 1. So 120 cannot be expressed as product of 6 primes, as we can see that 144 is equal to 2 raised to power 4 into 3 raised to power 1 into 5 raised to power 1. We are taking the minimum cases, the least cases of prime factors having 6 prime factors, of which two are at least two are distinct. So the minimum value can be, let us take 3 and 5 as distinct numbers and 2 are same, that means 2 raised to power 4 into 3 raised to power 1 into 5 raised to power 1. Now 144 can be expressed as 144 can be expressed as product of 6 primes, but in this number 1 has a number that is not a product of 2 primes, not a product of 2 primes, which is not possible, as 12100 is equal to 2 square into 5 square into 11 square. Now 12100 can be expressed as product of 6 primes and can be thought as 2 into 5 into 5 into 11 into 11 into 2. So from here we can conclude that the three persons thought numbers that are 10, 55 and 22 respectively. Moving to our next question, question number 9, that is a number n leaves the same remainder while dividing 5814, 5430 and 5958. We have to tell the largest possible value of n. Now as we have given that 5958, 5814 and 5430 leave the same remainder when x divides them, so 5958 minus 5814 is equal to 144 must be divisible by x, or say must be divisible by the given number n. Also 5814 minus 5430, that is equal to 384, that must be also divisible by n. So the largest possible values of n which will divide the given numbers is HCF of 144, 384 and 528. That is 48. So 48 is our answer. Next, question number 10. Question number 10 is, let n be a positive integer with all digits equal to 5 such that n is divided by 2003. So you have to find the last 6 digit of n upon 2003. To solve the given question, let us suppose that n upon 2003 is equal to small d, and that the last 6 digits of d is a, b, c, d, e, f. Then we have small d is equal to last digits having a, b, c, d, e, f, and 2003 into d is equal to n, which is equal to 5555. All the digits are 5. Now it is clear that f must be 5, since we know that 3 into f ends in 5, so it is possible only when f is equal to 5. This means e into 3 plus 1 ends in 5. Now this statement forces e to be 8. Thus, proceeding this way, we find that a is equal to 3, b is equal to 9, c is equal to 5, d is equal to 1, e is equal to 8, and f is equal to 5. So the last 6 digits of d are 395185. That is our answer. Moving to our next question, question number 11, that is given to us as a 6-digit number is said to be lucky. A 6-digit number is said to be lucky if the sum of its first 3 terms, the sum of its first 3 digits is equal to sum of its last 3 digits. We have to prove that the sum of all 6 digits lucky numbers, sum of all 6 digits lucky numbers is divisible by 13. We have given that we are calling a number lucky if a 6-digit number we are calling lucky if all the 6 digits of a number are in a way that the 3 digits of this number, first 3 digits of this number, sum of first 3 digits of the number is equal to the sum of last 3 digits of the number. Now we have to prove that all the lucky numbers that exist have a sum of multiple of 13. That means the sum is divisible by 13. Let's see the solution of the given question. Let us suppose if the number A, B, C, D, E, F is a lucky number. Now this number can be paired so that the sum of each pair is 999999. The sum of all lucky numbers is therefore a multiple of 9, a multiple of the number, that means a multiple of 999999, and we know that 13 divides this number 999999. So the sum is divisible by 13. Moving to our next question, question number 12, that is given to us as, let an is equal to 6 raised to power n plus 8 raised to power n. So determine the remainder when a98 is divided by 98. Let us have a solution of the number of the given question. We have given that a raised to power n is equal to 6 raised to power n plus an is equal to 6 raised to power n plus 8 raised to power n. That may be represented as 7 minus 1 raised to power n plus 7 plus 1 raised to power n. Now by expanding both the terms, we have 7 raised to power n plus nc1, 7 raised to power n minus 1 plus nc2, 7 raised to power n minus 2, and so on, plus 7 raised to power n plus minus nc1, 7 raised to power n minus 1. We have, by expanding both the terms, 7 raised to power n minus nc1, 7 raised to power n minus 1 plus nc2, 7 raised to power n minus 2 minus dash dash dash, plus 7 raised to power n plus nc1, 7 raised to power n minus 1 plus nc2, 7 raised to power n minus 2 plus dash dash dash. Now we can see that this terms will be cancelled out and this term will be cancelled out. That means all the terms that are on even situations will be cancelled out and all the terms that are on odd situations will be doubled. That means the answer will be 2 of 7 raised to power n plus nc2, 7 raised to power n minus 2 plus dash 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 plus nc n minus 2, 7 square plus 1. As n is even, that means n is equal to 98, that is even. So when n is even, this sum will be like. So a98 will be equal to twice of 7 raised to power 98 plus dash 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 up to 98 c 96 7 square plus 1, that is m into 98 plus 2. They all are divisible by 98. So this will be a multiple of 98, m into 92, 98 plus 2, where m is an integer. So the remainder therefore will be equal to 2. The next question is question number 13, that is given to us as, find the least LCM of, find the least LCM of 20 natural numbers not necessarily different. It is not necessary of them to be different, not necessarily different, whose sum is 801. 20 natural numbers whose sum is 801, and it is not compulsory all of them to be equal or different, but the LCM should be least. To solve the above question, let us have solution of the given question as, As we know that the LCM may be least when all the factors are 1 and the same, so that this number is the LCM. Since the sum is 801, all the 20 numbers should be same to be the LCM least. So all the 20 numbers cannot be equal, because so 19 numbers are equal to 40, and the last number, that is the 20th number, is 41, yielding the sum 19 into 40 plus 41, that is 760, plus 41, that is 801. So the least LCM is 40 into 41. That is our answer. Thank you.